Welcome back. If you didn't know the answer to our Port IQ question, it takes between 250 and 280 trucks to move the same amount of containers as a single loaded train, which means that using trains results in less congestion on our freeways and fewer harmful emissions entering the atmosphere. And in this next story, we'll see how those trains are loaded as we meet up with Rhonda Rubio Ponce, an expert rail planner who makes it all happen at Long Beach Container Terminal. This is Rhonda Rubio Ponce, a rail planner at Long Beach Container Terminal at the Port of Long Beach. And if you want to learn more about her, you'll have to keep up.
I'm actually third generation on my father's side, and my grandfather thought it was fabulous.
Not so long ago, a woman working on the waterfront was an unfamiliar sight.
The first woman came down about 31 years ago. It was probably like 78, 79, somewhere around there. I came about a decade after. I started like in 88 as a clerk. I was down here as a clerical. In the beginning, it was a lot harder.
That isn't to say that people aren't still surprised by what she does.
I work on the waterfront with containers, and really, I go like longshoremen, you know, like on the waterfront. They're like, you do? You do? Yeah. So you do, you get that shocked look like, really?
Managing the rail activity of a commercial shipping terminal is a challenging, fast-paced task. If it's not done quickly, crews can't begin their work and retailers awaiting the arrival of their products don't have goods to sell.
On-dock rail planner goes out, they plan what's going to go onto the train cars, onto the wells, from the cargo that comes off of the ship. It's spotted in the yard, and then by availability, by the destination that it's going to go to, we figure out how the best way to put it on the rail cars by size and weight, type, if it's hazardous or not, that kind of thing.
She has another reason to hustle. Transporting goods via on-dock rail is a premium service that LBCT offers its customers. Like mega-sized priority mail, containers designated to travel by rail are offloaded from the vessel first.
Okay guys, we're fired up. You should be getting containers on your screen. Let me know if somebody doesn't have one.
Then she begins building one of the world's biggest puzzles. Each rail car is rated for a particular weight and sized container. She must compare the list of containers aboard the vessel to the rail cars she has available and find a home for each one, always considering their final destinations.
Some of the cars are shorter than the other ones, and they have different weight constrictions, so some of them can take heavier cargo. Like some of those one wells can take really heavy cargo. They can take 45-foot containers in the bottom, 45 on the top.
List in hand, she begins the complex task of assigning containers to cars with modeling software. Crews rely upon the data she inputs to do their jobs, as it's all shared electronically. As containers are assigned to yard tractor drivers, she can watch them being transported and loaded onto the rail cars in real time from her office.
Once I get it all input, he's going to tell me where the destination is going to go right here in the corner, and I think we're doing a southern train today. Yesterday was Logistics Park Chicago, so today I believe it's like Memphis.
But throughout the loading process, she often races between her office and the rail yard to make sure all goes smoothly. For the last 7 years, Rhonda has run the gauntlet here at LBCT, ensuring that containers are safely and quickly loaded onto on-dock rail.
I've been here as a preferred clerk or a steady clerk at Long Beach Container Terminal for going on 7 years, but I've been on the waterfront since 1984.
This busy, active mother loves the pace and the challenge she faces each day among these giant machines.
This is the greatest job. We used to like to say when we first got in, the worst job I've done on the waterfront is still better than the best job I've done anywhere else.
Rhonda truly exudes grace under pressure as she races against the clock to get goods moving across the country by rail.